Queen Latifah alongside Taraji P. Henson has recently intensified their crusade for equitable remuneration significantly. Yet, in truth, this has been their endeavor for some time, and they have not been quiet about it. The gratitude Latifah expressed towards Henson's stems from Henson's long-standing involvement in this battle, paralleling Latifah's own. Intriguingly, the individual they both concurred with and cited has been entwined in their struggle from the onset. Let's delve deeper into the narrative linking Queen Latifah with Taraji P. Henson and Oprah. But before we proceed, ensure you subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for further updates and content like this. Now, onwards we go. We no longer merely accept what is given to us, you see. We persistently challenge and extend our boundaries, recognizing our true value. Moreover, we understand our capacity to forge new paths and create anew. Lately, if you've been attuned to the currents of news, you might have encountered discussions within Hollywood circles concerning fair compensation. However, it's crucial to note that these conversations aren't a recent phenomenon. They've been ongoing for eons. The current shift, though, entails a broader spectrum of opposition, not just against influential males within the industry, but also encompassing a dispute involving another actress, who is a black woman. Queen Latifah and Taraji P. Henson have reached their threshold. Demonstrating the gravity of their cause, they've vocalized their stance on a prominent stage within the entertainment sphere, spotlighting the individual at the heart of their contention. We are, undeniably, at a crossroads facing critical issues. The topic of inflation is rampant, but what remains unaffected by inflation? The equitable pay for black actresses. It's widely acknowledged that women generally receive lower remuneration than their male counterparts. In this regard, I stand in agreement. The focal point of our discussion is none other than the esteemed Oprah Winfrey. Given her personal encounters with discrimination, one might assume she'd avoid such controversies. Yet, unexpectedly, it appears she's fully immersed herself in these narratives. Allegations hint at her unjust treatment towards others, possibly even contributing to the diminished compensation of other black actresses in projects she wasn't directly involved in. For individuals like Queen Latifah and Henson, this revelation bears a different weight. They've surmounted numerous obstacles, but to feel let down by someone they presume to be an ally and a fellow combatant in the entertainment realm, that's a deeper cut. Hence, Queen Latifah and Taraji P. Henson have resolved to confront their battle head-on at the very gates of Hollywood. And, let me assure you, this has sparked considerable uproar. A vast array of fans, celebrities, and essentially the entire entertainment community has, as reports suggest, united in support of their cause. Here's where the plot thickens. Their outspoken stance has purportedly exposed further instances of Oprah Winfrey's undermining of black actresses. It now seems Winfrey might be bracing for more than mere backlash from fans, all thanks to the endeavors of Latifah and Henson. What's utterly astonishing is the manner in which Latifah and Henson have depicted Winfrey during a recent award ceremony. Without direct accusations, their speeches vividly highlighted the ongoing disparities faced by black actresses in Hollywood regarding compensation. Henson, in particular, having clinched an award for her role in The Color Purple, utilized her acceptance speech to illuminate the broader implications of their struggle for fair pay. Conversation time? I just encountered Danielle Brooks. Might I inquire about the enjoyable moments everyone shared on set? Your most cherished memories? The pinnacle, undoubtedly, was performing the electric slide alongside Oprah Winfrey, a claim few can make. We must acknowledge, folks, we are entangled in significant dilemmas. As Latifah articulated in her monologue, followed by a poignant declaration, the buzz is all about inflation. But guess what's not experiencing inflation? Fair pay for black actresses. As the cameras panned to Henson amongst the audience, she resonated with the sentiment, expressing, "Kudos, Latifah, for championing our cause." Subsequently, Henson ascended the stage to accept her accolade for Outstanding Supporting Actress in The Color Purple. In her speech, she extended gratitude to those who bolstered her during the film's promotional circuit, a period when she initially spotlighted the pay discrepancy in Hollywood. And the orchestrator of that press tour? Precisely, Oprah Winfrey. The coincidence is striking, isn't it? Yet, irrespective of one's belief in fate, the evidence is undeniable, as Henson herself highlighted. She had previously alerted the industry to the wage gap, but the timing of her advocacy, coinciding with the promotion of The Color Purple, a project spearheaded by Winfrey, couldn't have been more opportune. "I've been on the grind, relentlessly advocating for equitable compensation in every project. It's a real blow when folks remark, 'You're constantly on the job.' But the reality is, I must be. It's not a matter of desire. It's about survival, about settling the bills," she expressed, her voice heavy with emotion. "We're all human after all, and it feels like with every barrier I shatter, come renegotiation time, I'm back to square one, as though my achievements vanished into thin air. Frankly, I'm exhausted." The audience quickly pieced together the dots, discerning that Henson's remarks during the film's promotional activities were likely aimed at the production heads, particularly Winfrey. The intrigue deepened when TikTok aficionados began analyzing footage from a press event for the film, noting apparent tensions between Henson and Winfrey, with Henson seeming particularly uneasy in her producer's presence. A TikToker even highlighted that Henson was the sole actress who Winfrey did not physically acknowledge at the gathering. Yet, Henson's revelations didn't end there. In a candid interview with the New York Times, she unveiled the hurdles she and her fellow cast members encountered during the filming of The Color Purple. Henson shared her backstage battles for essential provisions like transportation and security to the Atlanta filming location, critiquing the initial decision to allocate rental cars to the cast, thereby expecting them to navigate alone. "We were handed rental cars, and my immediate thought was navigating to the set solo in Atlanta is not just impractical, it's risky. It seemed as though corners were being cut at our expense," Henson recounted. She continued, "I proposed, could I, at the very least, be provided with a chauffeur or security detail? I'm not demanding extravagance." The response was disheartening. "If we accommodate you, we must extend the same to all." To which I insisted then, so be it. Extend it to all. It's disheartening, battling for what should be basic necessities. I recall having to demand pest-free trailers on the Empire set. The logistical nightmares were just the tip of the iceberg. Danielle Brooks, during a Q&A session for the film, revealed that the cast initially lacked individual dressing rooms during rehearsals and weren't even provided with meals. "Upon beginning rehearsals, we found ourselves crammed into a shared space," Brooks divulged. "Lacking personal dressing areas was daunting, especially considering this was my first major studio project. You enter with a sense of gratitude, willing to accept whatever's handed to you. However, Taraji stood up for us, teaching me the importance of self-advocacy, a lesson she's championed for her peers." Queen Latifah has mirrored such advocacy since as early as 2017. Advocating, voicing your truth can be daunting, but it's imperative. At day's end, our truth is our most potent weapon. And as the saying goes, truth liberates. She didn't shy away from addressing Hollywood's persistent wage disparities, underscoring not merely the general gender wage gap, but specifically the more pronounced disparity affecting Black women. Her approach to combat this, alongside other leading figures, she's been campaigning for substantial pay hikes for their roles and championing content ownership. Despite these strides, she acknowledged the ongoing battle against the pervasive wage gap affecting Black women in the industry, a plight shared by virtually every Black actress. It's particularly disheartening that someone of Winfrey's stature, rather than leveraging her influence for change, stands accused of perpetuating these injustices. Taraji's grievances echo those of others from the color purple, including Fantasia Barrino, who also voiced her adverse experiences under Winfrey's helm. The talk of the town is inflation, yet, curiously, what remains unaffected by inflation? Equitable pay for black actresses, Barrino bemoaned, her ordeal while portraying Celie in The Color Purple shedding light on the broader struggle. Constantly engaged, yet struggling to make ends meet, that was my reality. Portraying Celie on Broadway was grueling. Devoid of a support system, I found myself exploited by those around me. Returning home to find even a simple pizza unaffordable, despite perpetual work, was bewildering. How could one be perpetually engaged yet financially strapped? She shared. Compounding her challenges, Barrino disclosed the personal resonance she felt with Celie's tribulations, adding layers of emotional complexity to her role. Immersing myself in Celie's world, I was unprepared for the personal reverberations that ensued. She confided to Entertainment Weekly, "If I'm not championing for those following in my footsteps, then what's my purpose?" She questioned, her voice laden with conviction. "Apologies are unnecessary. This narrative is vital for shedding light on the often glamorized,